Yo, what's going on YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we have to discuss the Anthony Mantha trade. We're going to break down the Anthony Mantha trade in this video. If you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. And let's take a look at the Washington Capitals bringing in Anthony Mantha. So, this was the big blockbuster trade of trade deadline day, and it didn't come until after 3 o'clock Eastern. Now, I remember, if you guys go back to the trade deadline video, you actually saw the moment when I got the alert on my phone that Anthony Mantha had been traded to the Washington Capitals, and I knew, oh, there's going to be a package here. There's going to be a haul going to Steve Yzerman and the Red Wings, and it was a massive package. Now, I want to break this trade down in particular because there's more to the story, right? A lot of the trades I talked about, it wasn't worth doing a full breakdown on each trade. I could do it, in its own video together, but in its own separate video, it wouldn't be worth it. But this one has more magnitude to it, and we're going to be getting to that. So, the Detroit Red Wings had Anthony Mantha. This season, Anthony Mantha, especially out of the gate, struggled for the Detroit Red Wings. Anthony Mantha was not putting up the best numbers, but he was able to turn things around a little bit in the second half of the season, which grew his value, and that was really important for the Red Wings. So, he still has only 23 points in 43 games this season, a minus 14. But again, a lot of people would consider the minus 14 a team stat. But at the end of the day, his overall career is a minus 26 with the Red Wings. And there have been some successful years with the Red Wings with Anthony Mantha, so that is something to keep in mind. Now, here's the big thing about Anthony Mantha. So in 43 games, he's got 23 points, 12 goals, 11 assists. He's 6'5", 234 pounds, and he's only 26 years old. That is very attractive around the league to most NHL franchises, in particular the Washington Capitals. Now, we know the Capitals aren't afraid from bringing in their big bodies, right? Tom Wilson, Ovechkin. They've got a fairly big team compared to most in the NHL. And Anthony Mantha adds to that. And I mentioned during the trade deadline video, as I reviewed this trade, he reminds me a lot of Patrick Hornquist, that guy that gets in front of the net. He's going to screen the goaltender, and he's not afraid to shoot the puck. He's got a good shot. He'll get into fights if he needs to. He's got a hard nose. He's a really good addition here for the Washington Capitals, and the hope is for them to go on a long playoff run. Anthony Mantha absolutely adds some depth to the Capitals lineup. Now, it did come at a cost, though. Let's talk about the Red Wings, what they gained out of Anthony Mantha. Because, yes, we could talk about it. Anthony Mantha is a great player for the Capitals. And this kind of signified to the Capitals, listen, the window is now. We can win a championship this year. And that's why they brought in Anthony Mantha. They truly believe they can win this year. Now, on the other side, for Steve Yzerman and the Red Wings, it's a deal that you can't refuse. So let's look at what exactly the Red Wings got. So the Red Wings picked up a 2021 Washington Capitals first round pick, a 2022, which is next year's draft, second round pick. They acquired Jacob Vrana, who is projected to be still a top 6 forward in the NHL. He is a restricted free agent with arbitration rights this summer. And Richard Panik. Now, Richard Panik is, I think the Red Wings are able to get more value out of the Washington Capitals because they took Richard Panik's contract. Because Anthony Mantha, he does have a pretty hefty price at over $6 million on his cap hit. So they were going to have to send some money the other way to the Red Wings, and it was Richard Panik, which isn't the best contract, but the Red Wings don't care because obviously they're in the state of a rebuild right now. So they don't really care about that contract. By the time they're good and they need that salary cap space, Panik will be off the team. But they've already gotten those first and second round picks. It was worth the value for the Red Wings. So this is wizardry at the least by Steve Yzerman. And he said in his press conference after he made the trade, obviously it was a tough move, moving Anthony Mantha, but the price was just too good. And we see other guys around the league, right? Connor Garland, why didn't he move? Rasmus Ristolainen, why didn't he move? There are guys around the league. It's like, why didn't they move? Well, it's because the price wasn't there. But for Anthony Mantha, it was. It was there. And we know that there was a little bit of a tarnished relationship for all the players involved in this trade, right? Richard Panik obviously wasn't playing the minutes he was hoping to play with the Capitals. You know, a bottom six player. He's going to have the potential to be a top six forward again with the Detroit Red Wings. Obviously, Steve Yzerman had Richard Panik back in the day with the Tampa Bay Lightning. A lot of people seem to forget that part. Richard Panik was a part of Steve Yzerman's teams down in Tampa Bay, so he brings in Richard Panik. He knows what he has in Richard Panik. Jacob Vrana, former first-round pick, played a lot of seasons in the American Hockey League with the Hershey Bears, developed into a really solid player, and was projected to be a sniper in the NHL for the Caps. Obviously, the Caps have decided to go in another direction. Now, the problem is, too, Vrana is going to come in at a hefty price tag this summer, and obviously the relationship between him and the Caps has been watered down a little bit, his ice time, stuff like that. He's going to get more of an opportunity, like Jacob Vrana, or like Richard Panik, to get some more potential top six ice time with the Detroit Red Wings. And for Anthony Mantha, it's a change of scenery. I know Dylan Larkin in his press conference was very emotional and very upset that he lost a fellow teammate in Anthony Mantha. He seemed to be a great guy in the locker room, and that's what the Washington Capitals get. I mean, look at that locker room. You have Big Z, Ovechkin, Anthony Mantha, Tom Wilson, Garnet Hathaway. These are not small guys, and for the NHL standard, it's around 6 foot, 6'2", but there are some guys that are even under 6 foot in the NHL, but you've got some beasts in Ovechkin, Chara, and Ovechkin in particular, and Mantha, and Wilson. That's a recipe for disaster in the playoffs, and there could be a lot of heads rolling for the other team. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I think both teams won this trade, especially as of now. Now, if the Detroit Red Wings pick up, say, a Matt Barzal with that first-round pick, Washington may be a little bit more on the fence about it. But if the Capitals win the Cup this year and next, or just this year, or just next year, and the Capitals feel they won the trade, and it vindicates whatever they could get. You know, the Red Wings could get Gretzky with that first and second round picks the next 2 years, and Washington wouldn't care because they won a Stanley Cup, right? That's the end goal, right? So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think of these moves? Guys, if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.